So hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use all the mixatives, that means inks that have a pigment suspended in a solution like this. So these are called pigment based inks and they have a kind of a pigment powder like this dissolved in their solution. So how to use these kind of inks? They are all kind of mixatives like from different brands in gold, silver, copper or white inks. So these are some of the ones that I like and I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use them. The first thing is understanding the product that you're using. Some products work with blending solution and some products work with alcohol. So these are mostly the ones that work with alcohol and the ones that I like, except one which is Pinata Blanco Blanco. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but these are the ones that work with alcohol and they flow well when mixed with alcohol. What we need to do is we have to mix them with alcohol before we start working with them, because sometimes they are all heavy pigments and once you put them out on paper directly from the bottle, they will be heavy and stick over there, not move so much, and create a problem for you when you're working with lines, ripples, roses. So it's always a good idea to either mix them before you use, like in a cup like this, and use with a dropper, or you can mix them in a bottle like this. So when I'm working on a larger painting, I mix it like this because I know that I'm going to use up the whole solution during the course of the painting and there would not be any wastage. I will just use up the whole thing. But I also keep it in small bottles like these because I don't have to worry about finishing the entire product. I can keep using it for a few days. I just need a few drops of gold. So that's how I use it. I will show you how I mix it. Let me just talk about some of the mixatives now. The white mixatives that I really like and use frequently are Octopus Fluid Snowflake, Ranger Snowcap, Beyond Inks Pure White, Kamenskaya White, as well as Nara White. I'm sorry, here's the bottle, sorry. So Nara White, these are some of the white pigments that work really well and it would be easier for you to work with them if you mix them before using. So mix them, create a solution of white and alcohol in a bottle or in a cup and use it. So there is no fixed ratio of how much white you should put and how much alcohol you should put. It's all up to you. If you want more intensity of white, you can add more. If you want less, you can add less. And experiment on a small piece of paper, and if you feel that you want to add more, just add a little bit more. So just experiment with these inks. These all can be mixed with alcohol and diluted and used directly. But many people have this Pinata Blanco Blanco. When you mix this ink with alcohol, it disintegrates and becomes powdery and it doesn't work the same way as these 4-5 inks work. So not to be used in ripples. This will not work. It can be used with a blending solution, but generally speaking, blending solution is not great for ripples and lines, so it doesn't work for me. Apart from that, I have taken out a few metallic inks that I really like and use regularly. Some of these are of course Pinata Brass. Now this is brass. Please remember it is brass. It is not Pinata Gold. So since we keep saying gold, it, people get confused that they have to get the gold, but it is Pinata Brass. This is among the best products that you can use for gold and very easily available. Apart from that, my next favorite is Octopus Fluids Gold Rush. Beautiful lines and very shiny pigment, very nice. It floats really well and comes up, and you can see the difference when you work with this as compared to any other brand. The other one that is available in India and can be used is Beyond Ink's Rich Gold. This is slightly richer gold. I mean, it's slightly yellowish gold as compared to these two. Beyond Ink Silver also works really well. I like Octopus Fluids Coin Copper. It works really well for all kind of lines and roses and flowers and everything. So I really like using this product. This also works. Kamenskaya. And for silver, there's another option. It's Molotow Liquid Chrome. Now it's slightly difficult to work with this. It's not so easy to make it shine and create lines with it, but it can be used, and you will see it clumps a little bit more at the edges where the ink is getting accumulated, but it still looks really great and it has the best silver shine that you can get. So this is another one that I use. Alright, so when you're going to use any of these on a larger surfaces, fill half your cup with alcohol, like this much, and put at least 10 to 15 drops of your whichever ink that you're going to use, and mix it really well and use it with a dropper pipette like this along with alcohol. That is one option, or you can mix it and keep it in a bottle like this. Now do you see how much gold I have put? You can barely see how much gold is there in this. There's just, touching the surface. That is it. So this is like a 30 ml bottle of alcohol in which I have put approximately 20 drops of Pinata Brass, and when I shake it, you can see it will start to move again, and I can keep it like this. Now please don't worry about how many drops you need. You will have to test it out on your own, because we can never be sure how much alcohol did you take out, how many drops. So just experiment. Take it out in a bottle. If you think that there is more gold, then add less. If you think there is less, then add more. It's as simple as that. Just experiment with your solution. Also, all of these products are pigment based, and as you can see, the gold has settled where the bottle was lying. So you need to shake it like extremely well till you can hear the sound of the ball inside it. Oops, just spilled a little bit. So you have to make sure to shake it really well so that it starts to move and all the pigment is mixed perfectly. If that doesn't happen, you will not get the lines, or the gold rising up and floating at the top. That is not going to happen if it has not been shaken well. So just remember to do that and enjoy all these inks, the mixatives. Some of the Ranger new alloys work as well. I don't have them, so I did not test, but you are free to test them out and see if they work. If they're not working, it's not your fault, it's the ink. Some inks work in a different way, so it's not like you are doing something wrong. Just try with these brands that I have. They work because I've tested them and I use them regularly. If you have any of these brands, you can work with them. Otherwise, you can test the new brands that you have. There's one more metallic that works, which is pigment powders by various brands. This is by Fabrica Camel. This also works really well and will give you lines. It's just that these lines, since it doesn't have any mixative, a solution to float on, this will not get stuck to your paper, so it will be a little easy to rub off. So just be a little careful when you use these kind of pigment powders. Just spray varnish on top of them as soon as possible whenever your work is dry, so that they don't get rubbed off and you don't waste the product. Alright, so that's it about the mixatives and how to mix your inks to get them flowy on the paper. Usually you need more alcohol and less pigment. So thank you so much. See you in the next video.